It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And now pitch on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Fouled away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Hard hit towards center. Springer is there, 2 gone. So here's Tyler Naquin.
Number 30, Tyler Naquin.
Jordan Luplow will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 8, Jordan Luplow.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. It is taken, strike 1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
To 2-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Springer. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Yordan Alvarez. A couple of walks for him thus far. Oliver Perez has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching for the number 39, Oliver Perez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Perez is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Behind 0-2 now. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
The left fielder, number 43. Michael Blanton.
Aledmus Diaz will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for Houston, number 16, Aledmus Diaz.
Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Murphy. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. Now at the plate, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
1-1 the count now. The look by Perez. Now the pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next.
Domingo Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Hey!
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in, Alex Avila. No hits to this point. Pablo Sandoval will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a hard liner to center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. Into the box now, Raimel Tapia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Count remains full. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
Number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
The first baseman.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Emmanuel Clase takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel hit hard towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Josh Reddick will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now, and still nobody out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. In hitting for Houston, number 22, Josh Reddick.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Altuve. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
High pop up. Clase is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Correa in front. 3 balls and a strike.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Here's the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. Tapia is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding in to start the 9th, Jose Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Ramirez.
Roberto Ozuna comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Here's the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. The 1-1 misses for the 2nd ball. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Ramirez.
Stepping in now, Fran Reyes, as he grounds one briskly to short, right to him. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the 1st out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Hit to first. Gurriel brings it in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Daniel Murphy now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. The 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Down low. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. We are into extra innings, and standing in is the DH, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Brad Hand comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Brad Hand.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
The third baseman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Luplo is there. 2 down. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
One and 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Carlos Santana.
The catcher, Carlos Santana.
Ryan Presley comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Tucker waits on it. 1 down. So coming to the plate, Jordan Luplo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Greg Allen will come on now as the pinch hitter.
India. Number 24, Greg Allen.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now it's 2-0. And that one's wide to the mark, ball 3. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Now to the plate, Domingo Santana has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Another look to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here's the first pitch. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. George Springer the next to hit, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game.
George Springer.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Kyle Tucker is on deck. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Kyle Tucker. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here's the pitch.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
2-0 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 1 out, nobody on. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
The first baseman, number 10.
Nick Whitgren, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Eagles, number 62, Nick.
So now to the plate, Yuli Gurriel, fouled away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Santana will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. standing in, Garrett Stubbs. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Stubbs, a California-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. On the ground to the right side. Murphy has it on to Sandoval at first, and that'll end the inning. Riding in once again, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And another foul ball. Another payoff pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's one away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Raimel Tapia, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch on its way. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Correa takes charge out there and he stays with it for the second out. Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's...
Ouch, that one hit him. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. Chris Davinsky takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Here's the first pitch.
Ball that now.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. On to the 12th frame in this one, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. He's set and the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez, is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
The third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. The 1-1 pitch. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Aledmus Diaz. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Next will be the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch coming, here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. So 1-1.
Count was 2-1.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Francisco Lindor. And this will be fouled away. Ready with another 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Now
At the plate,
second
Daniel
baseman,
Murphy. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Murphy.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here's the first pitch. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. Possible winning run on first, one man away. And he lays off for ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Lined hard toward right center. Springer will range to his left and put it away. Two down. On to first, and they get the double play. Digging in, George Springer, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Carlos Carrasco takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Number 59, Carlos Carrasco.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kyle Tucker working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Another 0-2 coming. And a check swing here. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Woody Keller. It's ball one. Swung on and bounced toward Murphy at second. Reined in. Throw on to Sandoval. 2 gone now. Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. From the stretch.
Ball
1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
A bouncer to the left side. On to Sandoval at first, and that'll end the inning. Last half of the 13th inning set to go, and that'll bring it. One of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Greg Allen. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. This is skied into short left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Into the box, Domingo Santana. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And this will find the wall now over near the 325 sign. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now back, first baseman, Pablo.
Daniel Johnson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 23, Daniel Johnson.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Raimel Tapia, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Blake Taylor trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Pickoff move to second, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Digging in, Garrett Stubbs, and he'll be the one to begin the inning.
The catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike to count. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
2-2.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And he popped him up. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Next to the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
At the plate now, Jose Altuve, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Allen is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Ready once again, Carlos Correa comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game.
Correa.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Allen is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
Yordan Alvarez.
Here's the first pitch. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Raimel Tapia. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Raimel Tapia.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Inside ball.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder. Jose Ramirez is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Third baseman.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Gurriel waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In now for Cleveland, Frenmel Reyes, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The batter,
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Daniel Murphy, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and we're headed for a 15th as that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. In now, Aledmus Diaz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Now a long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw.
The center fielder, number 2, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Trying to put it all behind him and break through right here. He's a paltry 0 for 6 thus far. Now a line drive, and that may be enough to break our tie. That's down for extra bases.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yuli Gurriel is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
The 2-0 on the way is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in and looking for more, Garrett Stubbs. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ramirez has got it, and the side is retired. So now Carlos Santana, and his getting on base would be a very good first step toward tying this one up. Pitch on the way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Springer at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 24.
Stepping into the box, Greg Allen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. He's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. To short. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding in for the Indians, Daniel Johnson. First offering on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. Fielded cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Now batting, first baseman, Pablo.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. The 1-1. Line to the right side. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks at the top of the 15th were enough to decide it, and they hang on for the nice road win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Blake Taylor takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
They left 16 men on base. For Cleveland, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 35,041. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.